First tonight, a desperate mother has told this programme how she tried to protect her 13-year-old son from a violent Countylines gang. The boy hid lethal weapons in his bedroom after being groomed into moving drugs across the country. Well, they're one of a growing number of families in Derby who are now being helped by a local child protection charity. This exclusive report from our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball.
It's all this
that's
easy to conceal. I found scales like that.
Where did you find these? Where were
In
were
a
these?
sock, in his drawers.
Telltale signs of drug dealing, Safe and Sound's helping dozens of families whose children have been targeted by criminal gangs.
They're made to make up these raps.
I told him I don't want this in my house.
We've agreed to change this mother's name and disguise her identity because the phones her son's been given are still ringing non-stop.
He come home with an extremely large amount of cash, expensive clothing and jewellery that I wouldn't have been able to give him or afford with my job. That was alarm bells for me. I found a weapon in his bedroom, ninja knives, flick knives. The machete was about that big.
About like that?
Like that. It was so scary. I know he said that it was to protect him and the family, but as a family we have to keep searching him now to make sure he isn't bringing anything home. I don't want that in my house.
It all started at a park in Derby when Mandy's son was only 13. She's convinced he was targeted because mental health issues made him vulnerable.
He was a bubbly, outgoing child, liked cooking, liked his sports. And then as soon as all this started happening, he totally changed. He got more and more aggressive and unpredictable. They held a knife to his throat and basically said, keep your mouth shut and carry on.
What did you think when you heard that that had happened to your little boy?
I cried. I was shaking, I was upset, I was angry. You could be rich, you could be poor, but they know who to pick on.
Mandy's son was soon disappearing to northern cities or distant seaside resorts to sell drugs in so-called trap houses.
He got shown how to turn his tracker off on his phone. He kept going missing. I kept reporting that to the police. He was jumping into different taxis at different times of the night. When I tried to lock the doors, he was climbing out of windows, jumping over the edge. I begged for help. I had my child put into social service care. They move him to different parts of the country for their safety and their protection. It's like a fresh start for them, but it didn't work.
Mandy says she's hoping and praying he'll change his lifestyle before it's too late. She's speaking out so that other parents don't ignore the warning signs.
It's made me ill, it's made me depressed, it's made me scared. I've lost my son and I just wish I could get him back. He's become like Jekyll and Hyde.
And you're worried that your son might be grooming other kids into drug dealing now, aren't you?
Yes, I am. It's escalated. I think the people that have recruited my son and groomed my son has got him to do the same to other children. But I want my son to be stopped. I want him either to be in a secure unit, a juvenile or a prison, because if we don't, I'm either going to lose my son, he'll get killed, or he will kill somebody. I always will love him because he's my son, but I hate what he's turned into.